Hello Scorpio, welcome to your general reading for October 2017. This is the beginning of your birthday month, going into, actually take that back, it's November. I'm recording it in October, but it's for the month of November. And it's your birthday month, so you get the first video. And I'm using the Golden Botticelli cards from SCORPIO. And we'll start with this card. This is the Hidden Energies. This is the Six of Chalices, which is about childhood memories. It could be somebody from your past, or it's just about children in general. But it's hidden. So it's either something you're hiding from other people, or it's an energy that's kind of a driving force in your life, but it's not in your conscious awareness. Now I'm seeing this as a card that's representing pregnancy or children for some of you, because this card shows up in your hopes and your fears. And this is the Ace of Chalices, which is new emotional beginnings, new relationships, but it's Mother Mary with baby Jesus. So I'm seeing this baby theme, but since this is a hidden card, it could be a pregnancy that you haven't told anybody yet, or you're hiding from people, or it's a desire for you to have a child and you're not telling your significant other, or you're not telling your partners that you have this longing for a child. So those are possibilities here. This has other meanings, and I'll try to see if that fits in with the rest of the reading as we go along. This card is the theme, and this is the Hermit card. This is about introspection, turning inward, turning within yourself to find answers. And I'm seeing this and several other cards within this reading as a theme for you, because I'm seeing it here in the near future, which is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is about wisdom and esoteric knowledge, but it's outside of the mainstream and it's outside of traditional religion. It's about you turning inward to seeking the truth. A lot of people are seeking the truth, especially with the things that are happening right now all around the world, everywhere, all around the world. People are waking up and seeing events unfold and questioning what is the truth, because if you watch mainstream media versus alternative news on YouTube, you get very different stories from different perspectives. And this is about this seeking the truth and turning inward to find the truth, and not relying on traditional sources to give you that information. And this is also the same thing here. This card is the Hanged Man, which represents your internal energies. And this is you, again, looking at life from a different perspective. This is about you looking at the situation and looking at the events that are unfolding and looking at your life in a different perspective. And what's really relevant here is that for this month, on Wednesday, on October 11th, I'm recording this on, actually it's Friday the 13th. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Although I just read an article that Friday the 13th was traditionally about celebrating femininity and the divine feminine, and it was kind of altered over time. But anyway, so there was this major shift. Jupiter entered into Scorpio on Wednesday, October 11th. So what that means is Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And when it enters into Scorpio, it's a total positive transformation within your life. So this is you turning inward, looking within, seeking answers, and then there's this transformation that's going to unfold with your life within the next 13 months with Jupiter and Scorpio. Jupiter and Scorpio is going to bring confidence. It's going to bring connectedness with other people. You're going to start seeing results of all of your hard work. Whereas last year, in the last 13 months, it was in Libra, and Libra was all about balancing your life and working on those relationships. But with Jupiter and Scorpio, you're going to see some of the results of all of that hard work. So this transformation that's taking place with Jupiter in your sign is about, here you are looking at life from a different perspective, and this transformation that's going to take place within your life because of it and as a result of it. Now this card here is the Wheel of Fortune, which is usually a good luck card. I don't do reversals, but this card sometimes sneaks by and I don't notice it's reversed. And when that happens, I have to go with it. So this is you in your current situation feeling unlucky. because here you are at the top of the wheel feeling unlucky because it's reversed. Now, as the month goes on or as the year goes on, your luck is going to change and it will spin, and then here you are at the top with your little angelic wings. But at the current situation, perhaps you feel unlucky. For some of you anyway. I mean, maybe some of you do feel lucky, but it came reversed, so I have to go with what it says. I usually switch them around, but that card I miss it, and I feel like it's reversed for a reason. This is the conflict, and this is the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be an earth sign. This would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or let me describe who this person is. She's very grounded. She's very pragmatic, very practical. She's very good with her money. She's the queen, so she's on top of her game. She could represent a mother. She could represent a boss. She could represent some kind of authority figure. She could represent some aspect of yourself. She could just represent your financial situation at present. If you're having some conflicts with your money and you're having difficulties with your money right now. But the Queen of Pentacles, so she could be somebody who's, if she's a boss or if she's somebody that represents the person that pays you for your work, or if she's a mother and she's in control of your money in some way, if you're a college student perhaps and she's controlling your money and your tuition. But there's conflicts with this person. There's conflicts surrounding money. And it could be also about home. Maybe you're trying to buy a new home and there's conflicts with getting this new home. So the Pentacles energy represents money, your home, and your health. So there's some kind of conflicts in those three areas. And it may be a conflict with this person in those three areas. So if we're talking about a person regarding your home, this could represent the bank if you're not getting your mortgage. She could represent the real estate agent if they're not doing their job and finding you the homes that you're trying to find. She could represent a person in the medical field if there's conflicts with your health, if there's issues with your health at present. But this is the card for the conflicts. At the foundation, okay, so let's go back to health. So if this is about a pregnancy, maybe there's conflicts with the pregnancy, like if you're afraid, this would be you as a mother, and maybe the conflict is not having the money or not having a home to stay in if you find yourself pregnant and not knowing where to turn right now at present. And feeling, as a result, feeling unlucky. Maybe if you find yourself pregnant and you don't have anywhere to live, or you don't have the income, or you don't have a sufficient job to provide for a child, and this is you feeling unlucky at present because of that. And if it's something that you're keeping quiet about and not telling people about. This is the foundation, which is the Eight of Wands. Normally this is about communication, or it's about forward movement, or something that's been set into motion. With this particular deck, a lot of the cards stray from the traditional meanings, and there's nothing about movement in here. But what I see is Cupid. This is something to do with love, rising above all of the conflicts. I see these wands down below as the conflicts, and Cupid is rising above all of that, shooting their arrow into all of these conflicts. So when I was talking about Jupiter and Scorpio in the past, if it was about trying to balance your lives and trying to work on the relationships, and this is this transformation right now, Jupiter moving into Scorpio, and this is becoming connected with people and gaining confidence, and this positive transformation within your life of relationships and within love. If we look at this in terms of love, where, Cupid is shooting its arrow into whatever these conflicts were in the past. So you're not going to have those conflicts in the future. You're going to enter a time in your life for a transformation where your relationships are going to improve and become positive. So if you found yourself pregnant and you're not in a relationship, this will be indicative of maybe something is going to improve in that area. Maybe this is also about communication, where you're going to receive communication, where somebody's going to vow their love to you. So maybe somebody who hasn't ever expressed their love, maybe this is the messenger that's you're finally going to get that message from somebody that they love you and want to be with you. This is in your past. This is the Four of Chalices. This is about boredom and discontent. It's about missed opportunities. but it's in your past. So if you were feeling this way in your past, and if you're feeling unlucky because of missed opportunities, and because things aren't really turning your way and you're feeling unlucky, this was in your past. So there is hope that things are going to start to improve within your life. Now, I also want to point this out because he looks like this guy. This is the Hermit card, which is about you turning inward and trying to find these answers, not relying on everybody else and not relying on your traditional religion or your traditional means of getting information or getting knowledge. And it almost looks like the same guy sitting on top of the wheel, and he's feeling very unlucky. But I sense that it's going to improve for you. But this is your current, if this is your current feeling at present, where he looks very distraught. If you're feeling very distraught about the current situations and the events that are taking place, if you turn inward to seek the truth and say this little prayer, dear God, please tell me what I need to know, and mean it when you say it, you will start finding out the truth. You will be led to the truth. And just know that it'll happen. It's not going to happen immediately, but you will eventually start learning truth and questioning, oh my gosh, did I really want to know all of this? This is the present energies. This is the Four of Swords, which is about taking a break, taking a time out. In this particular card, these swords are they're guarding this person. Like, you're taking a break, but you're also, and this again is about you being introspective and being alone. And this is you off on this middle card here, this Four of Swords. Here you are off on your little island, getting away from it all. All of these cards are about you getting away from it all, taking some time alone. Here you're putting up your protective barrier because you need a break right now. You need to figure things out. And that's what all of these cards are about. It's taking a break, spending some time alone to figure things out. So it's a very, very heavy theme right now, what's going on here. And in your new future is the High Priestess. So what she is wisdom and knowledge, intuition. She's in touch with the other side of the veil. She may have some psychic abilities. So it's about following your intuition. It's seeking the truth and finding the knowledge and the wisdom. So finding that truth. If those of you that are on, you're starting to question the things that are happening in the world, and you're trying to find the truth, this is reflected here that you will find the truth, but you're going to find it through alternative means. You're not going to find it by turning on mainstream media and by listening to your priest at church or listening to your pastor. You're going to find this through alternative means. You're not going to find it in the newspaper. You're going to find it in some other way. You can take some time out to meditate, which is also this Hermit card, is taking some time out to meditate and getting some of those aha moments when you sit quietly and just sit quietly and don't think. And those aha moments will come to you. And this is your internal energies, which is, again, is the Hanged Man, which is looking at life from a different perspective. It's also about feeling stuck and trapped in a certain situation, feeling like your life is out of your control, and feeling like the events that are occurring in the world are out of your control. And that's a very difficult feeling to go through at the moment. But there's this major transformation taking place for everybody with Jupiter entering Scorpio. Scorpio, the card that represents Scorpio is the Death card, which is about transformation. It's the death of the old transforming into the new, and that's what's happening here. As we enter Jupiter into Scorpio is entering this new phase for all of us, worldwide, everybody, entering this new phase in life for everybody. This is the external energies. This is outside of you. The Seven of Swords is about deceit, trickery, dishonesty. So if you're on this mission to find the truth, this represents the deceit and the trickery that's outside of you that you're becoming aware of. Maybe you were never aware of it before, never noticed it before. But this is reflected here in this card. Now, the imagery again is very different. These people are kind of building the foundation of a new home. So it's kind of maybe, if this is you also, this conflict here with the Queen of Pentacles, if you're having difficulties with a home and your conflict is regarding money for a new home, maybe difficulties paying your rent or paying your mortgage, or having difficulties finding a home at all. This is building the foundations of a new home. So I'm seeing some hope here that you are going to work it out. And your luck is going to turn around and you will build the foundations of a new home. Maybe perhaps build the foundations for a new family. If this represents a child. This could represent your hopes for somebody in your past and reconnecting with somebody in your past and renewing a relationship and maybe renewing your life with this person. But I mean, this is about deceit and trickery. So if we go back again to you seeking this truth and, maybe perhaps learning in what ways you've been deceived about the truth of the events that are unfolding right now at present. And then this card up here is your hopes and fears, which is about a new emotional beginning. So maybe you're hoping for a new relationship. Maybe you're hoping for this foundation. Maybe you're hoping to build a new foundation in a home and having a family with a person, whether it's having a family or having a baby or a pregnancy or just hoping for this person from your past, because this card also represents somebody from your past coming into your present. It could also be, if we look at this in terms of this is happy childhood memories, maybe this card here just reflects your home with your parents and your childhood home. And maybe it's rebuilding your memories of your childhood and rebuilding the foundation of your childhood and reconnecting. Or if you grew up maybe you grew up Catholic and you're questioning the truth and what you're taught through the Catholic Church. And you're building a new foundation away from this religion. If this is your childhood and this is your childhood, the foundation of your childhood was based on Catholicism and it's not working for you anymore. So now you're seeking this truth. The High Priestess represents spiritual wisdom and esoteric knowledge that's outside of the mainstream. So if this is you in your near future, you're straying from your Catholic roots or whatever your religion was. If this is traditional religion and you're building a new foundation based on this new wisdom and this new knowledge, that new age religion, the new age wisdom, esoteric knowledge that is becoming it's becoming more mainstream than it ever was before. And if you seek the truth, and this is you building this new foundation based on your new truth, this is a new truth here. New knowledge and new wisdom that you're seeking and finding. So this has to do with your hopes and fears, this one here, which is an emotional beginning. Maybe you're afraid of this new beginning, this new relationship with your burgeoning spirituality that's very foreign to you. So this could be, maybe it's a fear. It could be a fear of the consequences of leaving a traditional religion. But a lot of people are doing that these days because they're not finding the truth. And I think with science in general and with the information that we're learning, some of what we're told just doesn't make sense. This is the final outcome, and this is the Three of Wands, which is when you've set something into motion, and now you're at this waiting phase, waiting for it to grow. It hasn't grown yet. So again, going back to this Jupiter and Scorpio, it's about expansion and growth and transformation. And this is you where it's beginning. It's in that beginning phase of that growth and expansion and that transformation, but it hasn't really come to completion yet. It's just beginning here. It's just burgeoning in its early stages and the waiting phase and waiting for it to grow. So whatever this truth and knowledge and wisdom is, and if it is about a child and a pregnancy, this is just, waiting. This is that waiting phase, waiting for the baby to come, or waiting for this person in your past to come. Or you're in this waiting phase because you're building the new foundation of your new belief. I mean, some people's belief systems have changed drastically, and this is building a new foundation. And this is in this waiting phase because it's not complete yet. It's just only begun. So this is reflective of you just beginning this, building this new foundation of your new life, essentially. And then this card is the Moon card. Not everything is as it seems. So this is also about, looking at things from a different perspective here. You know, he's hanging upside down and you turn him around and he doesn't look that much better. Sometimes the cards, I turn them around and they're dancing for joy, but no, he doesn't look a whole lot better. But it's looking at life from a different perspective. And the moon is not everything is as it seems. So maybe it's about you learning the truth about the things that you thought were true and you're finding they're not. Because the whole theme for the month with the Hermit and with the High Priestess card, and this is you taking a break from it all, and then this is you taking a break or feeling stuck or looking at it from another perspective. It's all about finding these hidden truths, and this is the hidden truth. So it's you discovering these hidden truths. And then here's the Two of Swords. Now this is about not being able to make a choice. And these two guys are having an all-out brawl on the ground. This is you fighting within yourself about what is the truth, what do you accept as the truth. And this could be reflective of your traditional values and your traditional religion and those belief systems within your traditional religion and this battle within yourself in learning these new truths. And the difficulty that you're experiencing when you're learning these new truths that are outside of your traditional religion. And this is this internal conflict and this battle that you're having within yourself while going through this transformation phase. So that's your reading for the month. Thank you for watching. It's a brand new channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Please also, if this didn't resonate with you, it's a general reading, but you may check out your rising sign because there could be some more information on your rising sign that may resonate with you more than this one does. I'm also going to be putting out relationship readings and angel readings. So if you subscribe, you can find those readings. It's easier. I'm a new channel. I just started this a month ago. And you may have difficulty finding me if you don't subscribe. Please like it, share it, comment below. I love to see comments and I always try to respond. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you back next month.